Episode of Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect Trilogy Selection. Stumbled over my words there for a brief moment. I know we left off with doing the Liara's side mission. I will like to let y'all know I did send out and play around in the lair of the Shadow Broker. I did prepare Shepard a lot better with some upgrades. There's one thing I do want to bring to people's attention from the trilogy that was released on the PS4 and 5. On PS4, Liara will actually default back to her T-shaped pose. So if anyone who is familiar with game characters and designs, they're usually standing in a T-shape. It would glitch out and she would be stuck in that position. But I guess that was something they resolved when it was updated. It's okay. Even though that some of them are not in the most positive light, it is still best to do them for extra funds. Seeing as now I have 154,000, I should be able to buy a few more upgrades. If you're not familiar with this place, it does allow for you to reset stats and bonuses on characters you already have on your team, as well as a normal locker setup. We'll go here, make sure, nope. So I need to go back to previous shop areas to see if there's anything new I can buy to extend on shields, weapons, etc. Now, I highly recommend not to do the mission for the elusive man
she seems very worried about something.
Until you have done all of the current companions' loyalty missions. And remember to leave Zaid's side mission so that it triggers for the last character that you get in the game so that you can start their loyalty.
Garrus put some crazy tech into the main guns.
Shepard, I've got a problem and I may need your help. But I need to ask you something first. I need to know if I can trust you. Some of this might involve fleet security. Cerberus cannot be involved.
You have my word. If necessary, I'll contact the elusive man to make sure he stays out.
Don't bother. He just lied to you. Hearing it from you is enough. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
Nobody who knows you could believe you'd betray your people, Tali.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said,
She just said exile.
exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
So no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Honora Vanya Vasilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No, she made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank
There's
you,
always
Shepard.
time.
I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go try to get Jacob's mission done first. It is a little bit of a headache. I may have to split that into 2 parts. I am also, if anyone's wondering, leaving out content of interactions with Shepard romances, just to make sure I don't get flagged.
Samara wants a moment with you, Commander.
am glad I joined your team. It has been too long since I traveled with companions. When the time comes, I will do whatever is necessary.
You're an important part of this crew, Samara.
It is my honor. Also, there is a matter I need to discuss. When we met on Ilium, I told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. Using the information you obtained, I have located her. She's been going by the name Morinth. I would like to apprehend her before she disappears again.
Didn't you say you'd pick up her trail after our mission?
I know where she is, right now. In a month, she may be gone. This is the best opportunity I've ever had.
Where is she?
Omega, a nightclub called Afterlife, which seems a perfect place for her to hunt.
How important is this?
Killing her has been my focus for 400 years. It is the most important thing in my life, and the reason I became a Justicar.
Tell me about her.
She is an Ardat Yakshi. It is a term from a dead Asari dialect. It means demon of the night winds, but that is mythology. She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
So is an Ardat Yakshi a special kind of murderer?
Morinth suffers a rare genetic disorder. When she mates with you, there is no gentle melding of nervous systems. She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain. You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
Why isn't this ever mentioned in Asari literature or art?
When we were primitive, there was much fascination with Ardat Yakshi. Some cultures worshipped them as gods of destruction. Now the Asari have a place in the galaxy, and they don't wish this defect to be widely known. As far as I know, only 3 exist today. 2 chose a life of seclusion. The 3rd ran.
Morinth.
She ran, and I am sworn to kill her.
I don't know that I blame her for running.
When she fled, she proved her addiction. She was not taking a great moral stand. She simply wants to keep killing. She is a tragic figure, but not a sympathetic one.
Can't she abstain?
Each encounter gives her strength. The effect is narcotic. The more she does it, the more she needs to do it. She will never stop. She can't.
So you hunt down these Asari just because they're born with a genetic condition?
Yes.
It manifests with maturity. When one is diagnosed, she is offered the chance to live in seclusion and comfort. If she refuses, it shows her addiction to the ecstasy she gets from killing her mates. There is no redemption for such a person.
They have to choose between prison and death.
It is an addictive condition. Remember how adaptive we are. If Morinth does not want to be cured, she won't be.
This is definitely worthy of your full attention.
She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
We need to stop her.
Thank you, Commander.
Excuse me.
There are no words to express what this means to me. There is one thing more. This creature, this monster. She is my daughter.
You said this is genetic. How many children do you have?
Take a
3.
guess.
And 3 Ardat Yakshi are in existence today. It is as it sounds. Morinth was always the wild one. She was happy and free, but selfish.
I cannot imagine what this is like for you.
I do not want pity, Shepard. I do not accept it. My
Okay, well
daughter's
then.
condition is my fault, and my redemption lies in killing her. Do not pity me. Simply understand my situation.
How did all this happen?
I spent my youth on the move, adventuring. I killed people, mated with them, or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came. I could finally sit back, bask and enjoy my family. But in one moment, it was all taken away.
Sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as I thought it would be. I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge will die with me. Now my purpose is to destroy my own children.
Those moments change you.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that. I say too much. Forgive me. Help me find my long-lost daughter. And kill her.
We'll go find Morinth.
Alright, now that that's all done, we can finally go and do a portion of Jacob's mission. I've been trying to scale down the streams to about an
would like
hour.
to speak with you, Commander.
Oh my god, Thane, I'll get to you when I get back. Thank God I got a larger size fuel reserve. Jacob, there he is.
Anomaly detected.
Uh-huh.
Probe
Oh, I
launched.
was low.
Launching
Well, I
probe.
really don't need to get the platinum up right now. I need everything else.
Probe away. Launching probe. I have found something.
I don't even care.
Probe away.
Probably be on the radio.
Probe launched.
I might not have a choice. This planet might be high in platinum. Or not.
Probe away.
Let's knock out.
Probe launched.
Jacob, and we'll take her. Heavy incinerate.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information. Still inside.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
I mean, that's what we like to think.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human.
A long with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Well, we all know what that sounds like. Hope he's dead.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry. But this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him, but I don't know.
Looks like he ain't have it in him, y'all.
Repeat, toxology alert.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by acting captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Well, at least that's still same. Where you don't hear the actual beacon talk.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
No, not several maintenance cycles.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Come on, let's get going.
My father had a working beacon, but didn't signal for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will...
Watch out!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
We've been spotted.
Gotta hurt!
God damn it. Oh, wait a minute, man.
That wasn't neural decay. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
We always think we know our parents.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost. We need to find someone who can make sense of this. Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
Not you need, you mean you want answers.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent.
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop. Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough. What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
It is crazy work, though. And no, there is nothing to learn talking to all of them. It doesn't change anything in the game's progress, unless you want extra information.
Patrols like that are a little much against this bunch.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Still gotta check for any free money.
Please, here. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle, or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
We need to find this man.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
God damn it. It's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Careful. The automated light defenses after the crew turned violent.
He had plenty of choices. He blames victims.
This looks interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all just keep shooting while I'm looting. And this is why playing shooting games with me. If this was Apex Legend, they'd be fighting for their lives and I'd just be running around.
But it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come.
He had his fun. Now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
Watch out!
Enemy drone!
If you don't get behind this, How the fuck that keeps happening?
Mount that one. Taking fire. One left.
So we can go home. Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
So normally I try to take out the robot and let him do his self-destruct while blowing his head off. But as you can see, I was underprepared and very much so not ready for this fight. I do not like this sniper rifle. I tried. Make sure there's nothing to interact with before I talk to him.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. Toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you are acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy at first.
I think the lasagna might be ready.
The effect lured inhibitions.
I think the lasagna might be ready.
They got territorial. Rank,
sorry about that, y'all. Trying to cook dinner and play this little
we
side
had to
quest.
establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience.
You're gonna probably need both mittens.
He had an accident.
It looked like it thickened out.
End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a
Let me know if you need me.
Examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
Side drawer.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not,
yeah, you have to let it sit.
Hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here,
you was running from
seemed best to
responsibilities.
just disappear off the galactic map.
As
someone to save your
stereotype as that is, it's really messed up.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Agreed. Miranda ain't with the craps, boy. Let's go see what we got.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
Oh, I need to definitely do 2 other major choices. Sweet baby Jesus.
Information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your
Alrighty, so there should probably be an order of whose loyalty missions you should be doing.
Nothing goes through
I would
this
highly recommend that you
my ship
do
without a report to you.
Miranda
I had no more reason
and
to believe
Jax.
Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine. You didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You good with this,
It's all
Jacob?
bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Come on, we got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Huh. That sounds like a scam. Alrighty. Let's go see if we can go purchase some upgrades. start with Omega first. Really a difference in appearance. We'll go with these two.
I was hoping you'd come by. I'm Ish, and this is Sel. You look like a good person to know.
You need something?
Well, if you'd be so kind, I hoped you might consider a proposition. I need skilled, trustworthy people to take care of a little business for me. Nothing illegal, of course, but it's paying work.
What kind of business do you do?
Important business. So important that, with your help, we can change Omega.
What do you mean, we can change Omega?
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but certain people here have business deals with people throughout the galaxy. If we were to have information involving those deals, we could make some ripples around here. That's all I'll say.
I'm listening.
I'm in the information business, specifically the buying and selling of privileged material. It's nothing illicit. I just need someone to pick up packages in certain locations and bring them to me here.
What's your angle?
No angle. I'm a simple businessman. What do you say?
I can do that.
My contacts use specific drop points. I need you to look outside Merib's shop on the Citadel and inside Eternity on Ilion. Look around for anything that might hold a data package and bring those packages to me. Good luck, my friends.
Don't know if that's Renegade or Paragon, but I've always actually skipped that mission because it sounded really fishy. If it wasn't illegal, you should be able to get it yourself. While armors and stuff are important, I personally will skip over them. Let's go see what the Citadel is about.
that is a good place to start looking.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
I just realized his chest plate almost looks like a demon with the 3 eyes on it. Hmm.
Come on, please, you have to help me. I need to make something nice. It's for a date.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
I wonder if I can give this information to Arya instead of giving it to them.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
It's not. Okay, so I don't have to talk to her no more. Is there no shop up here?
For 10 credits, we offer data protection for any game we sell. Copy protection.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Well, I guess there isn't anything else I can purchase upgrade-wise. Because the last place I go to is Ilium, and I think that's even armor. And I keep saying, like, armor's not important, yet I've died multiple times. There's so many freaking missions. What I'll probably do is end it here while I'm on Ilium, since Miranda's mission is on the same planet. Excuse me. Weapon damage all the way.
Discipline, teamwork, confidence. When you join the Blue Suns mercenary group, you're getting a crash course in life.
have to give the Asari credit. Ilium is a cultural marvel. Humanity can learn a lot from their ingenuity.
Pardon me, I'm on a call.
I could have sworn I could give her something. Oh well, we'll find out later.
Are you shorting prefabs?
Why not? I did it after the crime. Paid for new exosuits for my kids.
You're insane.
If this is the best you have, I'll make do. But you're certain the neural stimulators are compatible with both mind food and Asari physiology?
Life can be uncertain. That's why you need an omni-gel programming.
She knows she'll use nothing at home.
You'll never believe what happened. I got the data. Don't ask, just call it.
Hey, are you okay? You seem touchy. It's not biotic neural agent.
Sometimes you say these things, and I don't know. Maybe it's because you had a Batarian father. Wow.
What about you? Going to try and make it as a commando?
There we go.
Why not? They're not a fish. Something that'll last. You'll make sure she keeps it.
Yeah. I'll make sure.
It's just, we're looking for weapons. Shouldn't you be taking this seriously?
Hey, I'm 60 years old. Hey, we're friends. I have never called you that. No, but you're thinking about it.
You think it was easy growing up pure blood? I did some stupid things to get away from the taunts. The stupid drug users you're laughing at, I might have been one of them.
Training employees only to lose them to your competitors? Perhaps Indenture Tech can help, the leading provider of cutting-edge indentured service. Contract guaranteed labor for any technical area. Contact Indenture Tech today. You've been a slave to your employees for too long. Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Damn. Not turn your employees into slaves. That's diabolical.
All right. Let's do it.
Are you a Quarian or Volus who is tired of being passed over for promotions because of discrimination against adaptive therapy, where trained staff has a success rate of...
It's okay, I'll think of something.
You said Synthetic Insights would buy me. You said it was an easy sale.
I assumed they would want an AI tech. Hello, can I help you with something?
Have you made this Quarian your slave?
We prefer the term indentured servants. Before you do anything hasty, know that this Quarian signed the agreement voluntarily, and her servitude contract is completely legal on Ilium. If you actually want to help the Quarian, convince the Synthetic Insights representative to purchase her contract.
What if I bought her myself? I could let her go.
A gallant offer with 3 problems. First, her technical skill merits a contract of several 100,000 credits.
There's also a fee for freeing me before my service period ends.
Exactly. And finally, you are clearly a traveler. Her service contract requires that she remain on Ilium.
I don't want them to take me off to a mine somewhere.
I'll talk to the Synthetic Insights rep.
Thank you.
Welcome back, babe. Can I get you anything? Pleasure as always.
Yeah, please don't call me that.
I can taste hate in the air, but there's no fighting. It's like they don't want to. Is that right? Because it seems stupid. Rules and words to hide how they hide.
So then he says, oh, it's okay. Can I help you with something?
I know a slaver who'd like to sell you the service contract for a Quarian programmer.
Synthetic Insights has no interest in purchasing slave labor. We're under enough scrutiny from the Citadel without engaging in practices the Council disapproves of. To be frank, we're hardly hiring anyone. The Geth attack on the Citadel didn't engender much love for artificial intelligence.
It sounds like Synthetic Insights is worried about its reputation. Hiring this Quarian would help.
Buying a slave helps our reputation. How exactly do you figure?
Purchase the contract minus the fee for early emancipation, then free the Quarian and garnish wages for reimbursement.
Interesting. We look good for hiring a Quarian, and we can say that we freed slaves out of the goodness of our hearts. All right, I'll run up a contract. The board might wet its pants, but we could use the good publicity. This Quarian had better be good, though.
Synthetic Insights just sent over the
Alright, now that I've done this last mission for the night,
I'm happy to help.
I do want to say to everyone, thank y'all again for anyone who does come and watch or monitor the videos.
Thank you.
And remember that bad publicity is still good publicity. Any and all comments, remarks left will be taken with a grain of salt, but they would be actually read extensively. Thank y'all again. Y'all have a wonderful night.
Oh, I think I'm just